Good morning, Imagine Kids. Thank you so much for being here with me today for online kids service. I'm so glad that we can learn together this way. We are going to jump right into our week 2 of our preschool lesson. And we've been learning about confetti toss, that we can love like Jesus. And when we do, it's like tossing confetti everywhere. And that sounds pretty fun. Our theme this morning is that I can be kind like Jesus. Let's say our memory verse together. A friend loves at all times. Proverbs 17:17. Let me hear you say it with me. A friend loves at all times. Proverbs 17:17. Let's stand up and sing and worship Jesus together.
Jesus is my friend forever, ever. Jesus is my friend forever, ever. What is love? It's being kind to your neighbor. Tell me who can love anybody and everybody, but who can love better than Jesus? His love is the greatest of all time, but who can love better than Jesus? His love is the greatest of all time. Jesus is my friend forever, ever. There is no friend that is better than Jesus. He is my best friend, and I can love just like him. Jesus is my friend forever. He's my best friend. There is no friend that is better. No one better, no. He is my best friend, and I can love just like him. Always there for you, always there for me. We can all be in his family, and he'll never leave. Friend to you and friend to me, but who can love better than Jesus? His love is the greatest of all time, but who can love better than Jesus? His love is the greatest of all time. Jesus is my friend forever, ever. There is no friend that is better than Jesus. He is my best friend, and I can love just like him. Jesus is my friend forever. He's my best friend. There is no friend that is better. No one better, no. He is my best friend, and I can love just like him.
You know what time it is?
It's time to hear a story full of wonder. There's so much fun we'll have learning together. So let's go down to the clubhouse with Ollie and his friends. Let's go down to the clubhouse where wonder never ends at the Wonder Clubhouse. Meet with you at the Wonder Clubhouse. Meet with you.
Hi friends, I'm Hayden. I have something so fun in this basket. Can you guess what it is? Those are great guesses. It's confetti! I'm throwing confetti every time I see someone love like Jesus. One time Zoe let someone else go first for the slide, even though it was her turn. Zoe loved like Jesus. Then Luca's brother bumped his knee. Ouch. But then Luca shared his favorite snacks with his brother to cheer him up. Luca loved like Jesus. And last night, I was supposed to clean my room. It was so messy, I didn't know where to start. And my mom came and helped me. My mom loved like Jesus. It's fun to love like Jesus.
Whoo, whoo.
It's Ollie.
Hello, Hayden. Whoo, whoo. Tossing lots of confetti, are you?
Oh, hi, Ollie. I'm throwing confetti every time I see someone love like Jesus.
Loving like Jesus is important. It's true. Jesus shows us so many ways to love. Hoo, hoo. Listen to this story. Just follow me through. Hoo, hoo.
Follow me through, follow me through, who? Ollie's got a Bible story for me and you.
Hello, friends. I'm Justin the mailman, and I am so glad to see you. I can't wait to show you this. Every day, I deliver mail to other people, but look what came in my mailbox today. It's from my friend Sarah. I wasn't feeling well last week, and she drew me a picture. That was so kind of her. It made me smile. Sarah loved like Jesus. That reminds me of another way that we can love like Jesus. Let me just put the story mail in the mailbox. Okay, so this true story from the Bible begins with a woman. The woman had been sick for a long time. She had gone to so many doctors, but no one could heal her. The woman was so sad. One day, Jesus came to town. She had heard Jesus could make sick people better, and she thought that maybe, just maybe, if she touched his clothes, she would be healed. She didn't know if she would be able to get to Jesus, but she decided to try. So she moved her way through the crowd. See if you can find her. There she is. Now she's gone again. Does anyone see her? Look! She's so close to Jesus now. Then she reached out and touched his clothes, and just like that, she was healed. She felt so much better. But then Jesus turned around and said, "Who touched my clothes?" Uh-oh, the woman thought. Am I going to be in trouble? I didn't ask if I could touch his clothes. So she went to Jesus and said, "It was me. I touched your clothes." What do you think Jesus did? Did he stomp his feet and get mad and use mean words? No. Jesus was gentle and kind. Jesus loved the woman and told her that she was all better. Jesus loved the woman by using kind words. That's how we can love people too. We can use kind words and be gentle with our friends. We can love like Jesus. Oh, hi, Ollie. Tell me, who can love like Jesus?
I can love like Jesus. Yes, it's true. Now let's hear it from you. Who can love like Jesus?
I can love like Jesus. That's the truth, friends. Bye.
So there's your story, and it's all true. Jesus was gentle and loved the woman, and we can be gentle and love like Jesus too.
Thanks, Ollie.
Goodbye to you. Hoo, hoo.
Wow, Jesus shows us so many ways that we can love others like he does. I think I got the story. Did you get it? If you did, say got it. Get it? Good. That makes me think of Miss Kathy Sue. She's been sick with the cold all week. I'm gonna make her a get well card. Oh wait, that's loving like Jesus. See you next time.
Hey, kindergarten through 5th grade, let's jump in to your story time today. Remember, our theme is work in progress, and we are learning all about forgiveness. Forgiveness is deciding that someone who has wronged you doesn't have to pay. Our bottom line today is when you forgive others, it can change them. And we are going to hear a story of Zacchaeus from the book of Luke. Let's say our memory verse together. This one's a little bit longer this month, so you might have to listen the first time and then try to say it with me the second time. Ready? Put up with one another. Forgive one another if you are holding something against someone. Forgive just as the Lord forgave you. Colossians 3:13. Ready? Say it with me. Put up with one another. Forgive one another if you're holding something against someone. Forgive just as the Lord forgave you. Colossians 3:13.
Yeah, come on, let's go. I know I'm gonna make mistakes in this life I live, but you never leave me, you forgive. I won't always get it right, it's alright, 'cause no matter what I do, I'm always loved by you. In the morning time, I'm gonna sing. God, you make me smile when you're doing your thing. I'm thankful for the way you set me free and all of the ways that you love me. I know I'm gonna make mistakes in this life I live, but you never leave me, you forgive. I won't always get it right, it's alright, 'cause no matter what I do, no matter what, I'm always loved by you. In the morning time, I'm gonna sing. God, you make me smile when you're doing your thing. I'm thankful for the way you set me free and all of the ways that you love me. In the morning time, I'm gonna sing. God, you make me smile when you're doing your thing. I'm thankful for the way you set me free and all of the ways that you love me. Let's take 'em to the bridge. God, you're never giving up on me. God, your love is all I'll ever need. You're all that we need. In the morning time, I'm gonna sing. God, you make me smile when you're doing your thing. I'm thankful for the way you set me free and all of the ways that you love me. In the morning time, I'm gonna sing. God, you make me smile when you're doing your thing. I'm thankful for the way you set me free. Yes, we are. And all of the ways that you love me. I'm thankful for the way you set me free. Let's go. And all of the ways that you love me. Sing it again. And all of the ways that you love me.
So there. I can't send that. Delete, delete, delete. Oh, hey. Welcome to Story Lab. This week, we're talking about forgiveness while we take a look at the story of someone who found a higher perspective.
Hey, I'm Carter.
And I'm Zeke.
We're talking about forgiveness, which is deciding that someone who has wronged you doesn't have to pay.
Spoiler alert, there is money in today's story.
A handful of pennies is not really a lot of money.
That's what you think. These pennies could buy a lot in 1950.
That's what I thought.
In 1950, a loaf of bread cost 12 cents, a comic book cost 10 cents, and a candy bar cost 5 cents.
It takes a lot more pennies to buy a candy bar now, Zeke.
Yeah, but it only takes 1 penny for me to amaze you.
Really?
Oh yeah, I shall now make this penny disappear just by rubbing it.
Mm-hmm.
Observe. See?
You just
Gone.
made all those pennies fall off the table.
You have no sense of mystery.
Ah, but I do. I know how to amaze you with this penny.
How so?
I can make all this dirty tarnish disappear in a single step.
You're on.
Then, let's
do
do
it.
Step 1, find a really dark, dirty penny and place it in a dish.
Done.
Step 2, take out your super secret cleaning agent.
Hot sauce?
Yep, any kind will do. Squeeze some hot sauce on the penny and then rub it around.
What now?
Wait 10 minutes. Step 3, rub the penny with your fingers and then rinse it with water. See? Ta-da!
That is so cool. I can't believe it's the same penny.
I know, right?
Copper becomes dirty or tarnished when oxygen in the air reacts with the copper to form copper oxide. Hot sauce has vinegar, which contains acetic acid and salt, or sodium chloride. Both help to break the copper oxide free from the penny.
Double whammy.
The hot sauce wipes the dirt away like it was never there.
You know, my mom has this giant copper tub that's extremely tarnished. You think the hot sauce would work on it?
I mean, there is only one way to find out.
Ready?
Ready.
You know, I wonder how this tastes.
I don't think you want to taste that, Zeke.
Oh, is that a dare?
It's a double dare. Okay.
Oh, that's not half bad. Oh. Oh, whoa, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. Whoa, oh, that's really hot.
Zeke, I would love some help.
Give me a moment. Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. It looks so different.
It's completely changing it.
Speaking of which, it's time for
The story before the story.
Today, we're in Luke, the 3rd book in the New Testament. But before Luke, in the very beginning, out of a deep, deep love, God made an amazing world.
But when people turned away from God, the world was broken.
God made a plan to draw people back into relationships. So at the right time, God made a teeny tiny baby to be born in the small town of Bethlehem, God's very own son, Jesus.
When Jesus grew up, he began to travel from town to town, teaching and healing. Everywhere Jesus went, big crowds of people pressed in around him. Religious leaders, everyday people, even Roman soldiers, and people who were considered outcasts.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Brian. One day, Jesus and his followers passed through the city of Jericho on their way to Jerusalem. As usual, a huge crowd gathered. They pressed in from all sides along the road, hoping to see Jesus, to touch him, to be healed. But one man was stuck on the edge of the crowd, a tax collector named Zacchaeus. Now, we know 3 things about Zacchaeus. He had a really hard to spell name, he had a lot of money, and he was super short, which meant he was basically getting run over by this crowd. Now, okay, you've got to understand about tax collectors. Nobody liked them. And to be honest, it was for a good reason. Tax collectors were Jewish people who worked for the Roman government that was ruling over them. So it was like they were working for the enemy. And to make it worse, tax collectors got paid by demanding extra money for themselves. So Zacchaeus had gotten rich by taking money from his neighbors. In spite of all this, Zacchaeus really wanted a chance to see Jesus. Maybe he'd even heard that one of Jesus' own disciples, Matthew, had been a tax collector.
Please, could I get through?
But no one wanted to give way to the man who had taken their money. Finally, Zacchaeus looked ahead and saw a sycamore tree right at the edge of the road.
That's it?
Zacchaeus raced ahead to that tree and climbed right up to a sturdy branch that reached out over the road.
Best seat in the house.
The crowd drew closer and closer until Jesus was right below Zacchaeus.
There's just something about him.
At that very moment, Jesus looked up. Zacchaeus could feel his heart racing. He could tell that somehow Jesus knew everything about him, all the wrong things he had done, all the lies he had told, and the money he had stolen.
Zacchaeus, come down at once. I must stay at your house today.
What? Jesus could have been annoyed with Zacchaeus or called him out in front of everyone for the wrong things Zacchaeus had done. But instead, Jesus invited himself over to have dinner with Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus' heart filled with joy as he rushed ahead to prepare his home for Jesus.
Jesus, come in!
Lots of people had followed. They couldn't believe that Jesus would choose to hang out with somebody who had done so many wrong things.
Jesus has gone to be the guest of that sinner.
Zacchaeus was filled with gratitude. Jesus loved him and had chosen to forgive him. And Zacchaeus knew he couldn't keep on living his old life.
Look, Lord, here and now I give half of what I own to those who are poor. And if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay it back. I will pay back 4 times the amount I took.
Today, salvation has come to your house. The Son of Man came to look for the lost and save them.
In a single day, Zacchaeus went from outcast to beloved follower of Jesus. His entire life was changed from the inside out. The end.
Wow, that's amazing.
So Zacchaeus promised to give away half of what he had.
Plus 4 times the amount that he cheated out of anyone.
That might have been everything he owned.
But it didn't matter because Jesus.
Jesus had forgiven Zacchaeus completely, even before he asked.
So what's our part in the story?
Well, forgiveness can change people, starting with you. When you ask God to forgive you of the wrong things you've done, it frees you from carrying around a load of guilt and fear. It frees you to love God and love others.
And when you choose to forgive those who have wronged you, it can change them too.
Like maybe your little brother borrows your video game without asking and messes it up. You could yell at him, get in a big argument, and stay mad for days.
Or you could choose to forgive your brother. Then you don't have to carry that anger.
Plus, it could change your brother's heart too and make a way for you to be friends.
Forgiving someone does not always mean that they will change, but it opens the door for them to live differently.
Like Zacchaeus.
Exactly.
Sharing God's forgiveness with others is a pretty incredible gift.
Sure is. See you next time.
So here's the thing. When you forgive others, it can change them.
And hot sauce. Hot sauce can change things too.
Now you're making me want some hot sauce.
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab.
See you next time.
Thank you so very much for joining me for our online kids service. As always, there are parent resources on our website, imaginechurchmn.com, that you can use to continue learning at home. We hope that you have an awesome week, and we will see you right here again next week.